Hey Sagittarius, hey, how you feeling? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. If you're not new, today, Sagittarius, we are talking about your test. Sagittarius, we know you've been doing some work on yourself, doing some shadow work, healing, growing, expanding your vessel. And, spirit, God, the universe, your benevolent ancestors, they got to test you to make sure you learn. So that's what we're talking about today. Keep in mind, Sagittarius, that this message is not going to resonate with every Sagittarius. This message is not going to resonate with every Sagittarius. I don't know why I needed to repeat that twice. And that's okay. Take it as it resonates. Also, Sagittarius, while you're here, if you're feeling my energy, you like how I get down, go ahead and complete that wonderful YouTube ritual that you do so well, Sagittarius. Like, share, subscribe, if I can say the word, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you. And if you would like to book a private pre recorded reading, there is a link that you can copy and paste in the description box below that will tell you exactly how to do that. So let's get started with Spirit. What is the most recent work, shadow work, Sagittarius has been doing? They came out with it, right? Like, I ain't really have to ask. We got the Three of Wands, Four of Wands. Okay. And the World. Like, okay, Sagittarius, you have been really getting into it. We got the Chariot. Like I said, you've been really getting into it. The Chariot is one the fastest moving card in the deck. But also, let's focus in on what the Chariot brings. The Chariot, this is a soldier headed towards victory, right? And then we have the sun here and the clouds, Sagittarius, they're behind you. That is the energy surrounding the work that is being done. So you are headed not just forward and looking forward, but you are looking, towards exploring new avenues, having new ventures. So what we have here, not just these consecutive, you've been working hard consecutively with doing your shadow work. We have the Three and the Four of Wands. And it appears here that you have been, I'm getting that you've been looking to end and explore new ways to help your family. Not just the immediate family, like if you have children and things like that, but to, yeah, I'm hearing in generational traumas, in generational cycles, the World here. And this is something that you have been focused on here. Yeah, because it's it's like you have been doing things. It's a lot of action, right? You've been going to celebrations, maybe picnics, family reunions. Maybe you hadn't done them like you used to when you were a child, but here recently you started doing it a little bit more. And while you're there, like dropping some gems, just being supportive, that shows a lot. Just showing up. Yeah. And there's a quite a bit of Aries in energy here. So maybe there's Aries in your chart, or one of your close relatives or family members is an Aries. Yeah, it's like you've been dropping in on it. And the thing is, just by doing that, Sagittarius, it's it's changing things. It's closing out cycles. Yeah, I love that. I love that. So let's get a little bit into the situation surrounding your test, Sagittarius. Let's see. What is the situation surrounding Sagittarius placements test? What is the situation surrounding Sagittarius' test? Situation surrounding Sagittarius' test. All right. We have the Nine of Cups, Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So you don't have to be identify as feminine. You don't have to be identified as a woman. When we have the Queen of Pentacles here, we solely talk about the energy. So this is completely outside of biological sex here or gender identity. At the bottom of the deck, Four of Cups, Sagittarius. Make sure you're paying attention. Just because sometimes sometimes you could be dismissive because you feel like you know what a situation is or what's going on. Like um, you have um, you have foresight, you know, but sometimes spirit, God, the universe, our benevolent ancestors, they switch it up on us. We think we know what's coming, and it's something else. So what we have here with the Nine of Cups and Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles is someone who is they she is someone who is great in business. So maybe you own a business, um, or maybe someone in your family owns a business, you know. But she's great with money. She is one who budgets and makes sure everyone is okay. This is giving me motherly energy, but again, you don't have to be um, identify as a woman or be born, have the biological sex of a woman. Any person who basically takes care of home, make sure things are running like clockwork. That's this Queen of Energy here, Queen of Pentacles energy here. Very grounded, very grounded. And this may be somebody who has a is very fruitful in the fact that they have multiple children. So um and they don't have to be children that they bore. So they can be adopted. They can be children that they have taken in, you know, maybe were raised by somebody else, but you know, play children. Like, this is my child. Like, I didn't raise him, I didn't give birth to him, but I love him like a fill in the blank. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like that. The Nine of Cups for me, a lot of times is, of course, almost that wish fulfillment. Like, you're right there. You are sitting pretty, but it also can be complacent and being too comfortable. And that's what I'm getting here. Don't get too comfortable, Sagittarius. The test that's coming is about your comfortability. Being comfortable in defense mode, just because I am getting a feeling that there was a point in time where you weren't, as an adult, maybe participating in so many family events. Maybe you weren't going to the weddings when you were invited. Maybe you weren't going to the family reunions when, you know, they told you about it or you saw the Facebook post or whatever. but because of the disconnect. Because I'm getting that maybe your lifestyle is different from others, whatever that means. And because of that, you can be on the defensive as soon as you get somewhere because you're ready. You're ready. You stay ready for somebody to say something just in case. So don't get comfortable in that place. Yeah, because maybe it ain't maybe. I think it is. I feel like it is the motherly figure who is the person that usually has the comments. So you avoid the places that she might be because she's going to say something to either embarrass you, call you out, or like put you in a place where you feel inadequate. You feel like you aren't enough, or you feel like you haven't lived up to their standards. Yeah, let's get some more clarification on the situation here. Let's get clarification on this test. Clarify this test for Sagittarius, please. So don't get too comfortable in being defensive. We got the Five of Cups, Two of Cups, loss and love. Huh. Lots of cups. Page of Cups. Yeah, this is and yet again. Yet again. That's the Nine of Cups. Just a different picture, y'all. Let me don't get too comfortable. Don't get too comfortable. Yeah, it's like, it's been that way for so long that it's like what you expect. It's what you expect. And with it's interesting how we have loss, then we have love, and then we have intuition here. So it's like you really need to keep an open mind and keep an open heart, because just because some things have happened in the past does not mean that's what's going to be how it's going to be going forward. It doesn't mean like that. So pay attention. You remember that Four of Cups? Pay attention, because what I'm getting here is that there may be, even before, whoever this person is, or whoever this relative or family member or close friend is, there may be an offer. They may not say it directly, like, I apologize, Sagittarius, for how I treated you. But it may be one of those things where there is an offering of peace. Because this, if you look at these two cups, like there's this person handing a cup, and then in this picture, there's another person handing a cup. But with this Two of Cups, it's one where it's like, okay, we're on the same page now. We're on the same page now. You have to live your life the way you live it, in your truth. So, like I said, it may not be an apology outright, but it may be more of a peace offering. So the thing is are you going to dwell on the past? Are you going to dwell on the things that happened before and hold on to that? Or are you going to accept the cup, the cups, the peace? Because they may have treated you wrong. They may have treated you fucking wrong. But that doesn't mean that's where you have to stay. That's not this is more about true forgiveness. And it doesn't mean that you accept what they did to you. It doesn't mean that you allow it to happen again. Yeah, that is the test. Wow. Yeah, so let's get into some advice. What is the advice for Sagittarius? All right. Again, I'm trying to tell y'all, there's that 4 cups. Pay attention. What's that? Is that not the Chariot? Oh man. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is someone who is nurturing. They are emotionally viable, stable. They are somebody who is also who takes care of home, but more about, is everything okay? They're really checking in. They're really somebody who nurtures and empathizes with you, and it's like that. Again, outside of biological sex, outside of gender identity. The bottom of the deck here, we have the Emperor. This is about stability and structure. And the advice here is to, you know, keep a cool head and control your feelings. Both of these people have control over their emotions. It's about stability. This offer here could be that piece, not just to maintain the stability that you have established, but also fortify the stability, the emotional stability that you have established. Not just that, but also stabilize your family unit while interrupting and breaking generational trauma and cycles. But yeah, pay attention to, you know, what is coming towards you. This is also about control and willpower, because this person has control over these sphinxes. So it's like, pay attention to your emotions, pay attention to the situation, read the room within yourself, but also externally, because you have the ability to impact generations going forward. That's a heavy ass responsibility. The Chariot is also about courage. And it's we often talk about going high, and when they go low, some, I don't know the same. Anyway, it's also about courage, and having the courage to accept people love differently. It may not look the way you want or how you expect, but having the courage to accept that, see them for who they are. Yeah. So try not, the advice is pay attention, and because we don't want you to be so focused on the past. Don't be so focused on what happened before. Don't put yourself in that position of where you are always on in defensive mode, because you expect somebody to say something all the time. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those things. This is that situation here. Yeah. All right, so let's see, what is the outcome? The outcome of taking Spirit's advice. What is the outcome for Sagittarius if they take your advice, Spirit? What is the outcome for Sagittarius for taking your advice regarding this test? All right. First of all, oh, Spirit said that's it. I know this says marriage, but this is about fulfillment. I know this thing says happy families. Happiness is fleeting, it's also a choice. Yes. So, yes, I want you to have a happy family. I want you to be happy, but I also want you to be fulfilled. This is emotional fulfillment, not just within yourself, but within your family. Yes, 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 yes. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Shut the fuck up. It is temperance. I love it because what does that mean? Balance, balance, healing. Temperance is all about healing, all about peace. Let's get this final message here. Final message for Sagittarius regarding the test. Final message for Sagittarius regarding the test. Thank you, Spirit, for this message. I love it. Congratulations on the work you have been doing, Sagittarius, on the healing and the growth. There we go. Anniversary, if I can flip it over for you. Anniversary. Well, Sagittarius, we know your birthday is coming up. But I feel like there's an opportunity for some of you. It says birthday, holiday, important day. There may be an important day that you all celebrate, maybe in your family, or a holiday or anniversary that's coming up where you all get together, and this person is that opportunity. There's this opportunity coming up with this person. Yeah, I'm excited because this is a way to stretch those muscles that you've been working because you've been doing that shadow work. Stretch those muscles. At the bottom of the deck here we have Seagull, and that is about persevering. It's about freedom. Yes, freedom from those chains. All right, Sagittarius, good luck with everything. You don't need luck. You got your spirit team. I know that's right. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I post content specific to you, Sagittarius. Until next time. Bye.